and I got a couple of comments that we need to address because I want to go through this because my definition of certain things is clearly different to other people's. But other people agree with me, other people disagree, so we can talk about it. Ronan,
go.
Wait, the fish oil. Come on now, put that in your.
Someone said get some omega-3s. I literally just had it like 5 minutes ago. Hold that.
Ronan here says Xavi wasn't hijacked. We never made a bid. This group has done well enough in rebuilding to trust to know what they're. I trust them to know that they know what they're doing. Look at United. Yeah, listen, your recruitment team have done a better job than Man United for sure. But on the hijack thing, many people saying it's not a hijack. Here we got not a hijack if you didn't bid. Didn't Spurs just pay what Leipzig wanted, whereas Chelsea didn't want to pay the fee? I'll come back to that. And then you've got KJ. Why are you being so silly? You just said Xavi Simons wanted to wait for Chelsea. He even rejected Bayern to wait. Chelsea didn't bid. Why do you only choose certain reports to read?
All KJ is doing is just angry. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a beat. Now hold on, let me finish. He's got a little bit of a beat in his bonnet. He's got a little bit of a bee in his bonnet, people, because I always see him and Ches going back and forth like Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Ches just bullying him and crashing it on him, yeah. So now when he's got his opportunity to try crash it on Chelsea, this is all he's got. This is all he's got. His team, club, your club is shriveled. Your club is rotten, yeah. This is the only way that you're gonna get a little load off. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, don't drag me into this kind of foolishness that you and Ches do with like Cam and them man there. Listen, me and Ches, we have barely argued over the last few months anyway, because I've decided I can't be bothered to deal with Ches. He's a troll. Me and you, though, me and Dom, we can go back and forth because we actually have football conversation. Right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this hijack thing. The reason why I say it's a hijack. So let's go through it, right? For 3 weeks, for 3 weeks, Chelsea have been negotiating with Red Bull Leipzig. They've agreed personal terms with Xavi Simons. And all they have to do is come to agreement with Leipzig and he's yours. Like, you've got him. Then, as time goes on, people are saying, yep, 75%, 85%, it's going to happen. It looks like it's going to be done. All it is just finding a fee, all of these things. Then all of a sudden, Spurs come in, whisper in the ears of Red Bull Leipzig, you know that fee that you're trying to get from Chelsea that they're not going to go trying to get close to you. They're trying to bring you down. We'll get closer to it. We will go and get it. We will go and give it to you. So then Red Bull Leipzig can come back to Chelsea. It's like, all right, cool. We've got a suitor that's willing to pay us the fee. What are you looking to do? You know, you've had the player on side. The player wants Chelsea. He's waiting for Chelsea. Now all you have to do is agree a fee. They've come back to you and said, will you match the bid? You said no. You said no. Because another team's come in and disrupted your process of getting the fee that you wanted. They've clearly said they'll pay more for Xavi Simons than you're willing to pay.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. I don't know.
You've been hijacked, bruv.
But KJ, there isn't anything anywhere apart from one thing that you've showed me, yeah, when it comes to the figures. Fabrizio is the guy that clearly has the drop on this move. And he hasn't mentioned figures once, bro. I've been following this shit, yeah. He has not mentioned nothing about, oh, Chelsea are looking to offer 45 M's or Chelsea are looking to offer 40 M's. It hasn't been, the thing that he's said, yeah, he's been very vague with his wording. All he said is Xavi's happy with Chelsea. He's basically accepted everything right now, right? 85% chance that he joins. And there's a few finer details that Chelsea and RB Leipzig need to sort out. And from the beginning, what he said was the big dogs at Chelsea and the big dogs at Leipzig are the ones that are negotiating the whole deal, right? So I don't think it was a thing where, you know, they're dilly-dallying about the price and that's what
they're talking about then. If the price don't issue, what are they talking about?
I don't know.
What they're talking about his hairstyle. They're not talking about his hairstyle, bro.
They made it look like they want this guy. And obviously, clearly right now, bro, it might be the fact that we just couldn't afford him right now because we're in the red zone. It could be that. It could be the fact that we wasn't even that serious in him, bro. Because why did Wolstein put out the thing about Lopez the other day? Chelsea looking at Lopez, Ben Jacobs.
When did that come out?
It's confusing. This whole thing is confusing, bro.
No. It's confusing to you because you don't want to believe the truth. That's why it's confusing to you.
No, because there's more stuff. Hold on. It's not about believing the truth.
When is that firmest news?
It's not about believing the truth. Hold on, let me finish. It's not about believing the truth. It's just that there's more stuff that have come out now with Buonanotte, and we're trying to get a player on loan. From time we're trying to do that, bro. That's an indication of brassness. That's an indication of brassness, bro.
Listen to this though. Yeah, okay, cool. Like, what else they're talking about? Because that Fermin Lopez thing came out after Spurs said they're entering the race. That's when that came out. That's when that came out. That came out after Spurs entered the race. You know, because
but if Spurs didn't enter, it was a pressure tactic though. I looked at that as a pressure tactic.
If Spurs didn't enter, and clearly say to Leipzig, we'll get closer to the fee, because they did get close to the fee because Ben Jacobs, Pletigo, James, what's his name now? James
Oli or some shit.
Right, yeah, him. They all mentioned the 60 million euro transfer fee that they wanted. That's the value.
Yeah, and it's never been mentioned that we don't want to pay that, bro. Yeah, it's never been mentioned.
If you haven't bid, what are you talking about for weeks for? It has to be.
Yeah, but bro, listen, I've seen this club. Yeah, I've seen this club dilly dally about buying a player, bro. We didn't even put in one bid. It's not even like we went in with like a 40 million at first here to try and go up. We didn't even put in a single bid, KJ. So to me, bro, that's very, very sus.
Yeah, but
that is very, very sus.
Hijacks can happen without bids going in. Because I
don't see it as a hijack. I don't see it as a hijack. I'll be real. I said the exact same thing about Eze. Yeah. I said the exact same thing about Eze. When he was about to go Spurs, as much as I don't like Arsenal, I said, bro, objectively, if Arsenal come in, he will still go to Arsenal. And it's the same thing as Chelsea. After Spurs made their bid this morning, if we came back in, he would have still come to Chelsea, bro. My man's probably sitting there right now, like, yeah, I've signed a deal on that. After all the Europa's, the euphoria is gone of signing for a Premier League club. He's sitting at home right now, yeah, and he's probably broken down in tears because now he's got to go over there instead of coming to Chelsea, the place before he was actually going to come to, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't know why. As if we both tabled a bid and they've gone.
No, I don't say that. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example with Man United with Mbeumo, right? There's reports saying that Spurs were willing to offer 70 million to get Mbeumo, right?
Yeah.
That they haven't bid, they didn't bid. They just communicated to Brentford that we were happy to do that, right? If we decided that actually they offering 70 million, we don't want to do that, and we walk away, for me that's a hijack because we was gonna get him if another team didn't disrupt the process.
Yeah,
now, here's the thing, I'll finish my point.
Go
on this because obviously we're not going to agree on the definition.
Yeah.
If it was Chelsea talking to Leipzig for weeks, and then they said, you know what, we can't come to agreement. We're gonna move on. See you later. Like hold that. And then after that point, Spurs came in and paid the money for Xavi Simons and got him. I wouldn't call that a hijack because Spurs entered the race after you guys did your business. Spurs came in while you was talking to them, while you was communicating with Leipzig and Simons about signing him. Spurs came in during that.
Yeah. KJ, if you're out right now, let's say you're out right now, yeah, you're at the bar now, innit? You're chatting to a thing at a bar, yeah. You're giving her all your attention and that. You even buy a drink quickly. Buy a little lychee martini and that. She's all drinking it now, yeah. Then another girl comes, yeah, and she's sitting next to you, next to the girl as well. And then you start conversating with those other girls, and you're doing all of that. You're talking. You're not really concentrating on her, right? Yeah. And then another guy comes, and then he starts talking to the girl that he just bought a drink, right? I'm not going to be looking at that as a hijack. I'll be looking at it as you.
Done. If he leaves with the girl,
you clearly wasn't serious about that girl.
No. If he leaves with the girl, you hijack, bro.
About that girl, that's why my brother came in. Yeah,
if you were
that's why my brother came in. Yeah, no, bro, no, because we did not put the money down. We didn't want to put the money down for whatever reason. And for me, we were not as serious. We were not as serious.
The girl wants you, bro. The girl is wanting you, and you're taking your time. You're like, should I pay for that drink? Should I not pay for that drink? But my man comes over, I'll pay for that drink, and she starts going off with him. Bro, it's your fault, man. You got
you missed the key point. You missed the key point, though. When there's other things coming to the bar, you're chatting to them as well, in front of her as well, blood. Yeah, that's what it is. Because what did he say?
Yeah, so you went from a 10 to an 8 to a 7. You went from a 10 to a 6.
When you
chose a 6, bro. You chose a 6, bro. You had a 10 right there, and you chose a 6.
Nah, bro. Listen,
you telling me?
End of the day, when the main team can see that you're not concentrating, she's gonna give her energy to someone else. Yeah, we wasn't concentrating for whatever reason. We were not serious about this, blood. I've seen this club when they're serious. When we're serious, we get deals done. Yeah. When we actually want someone badly, we get that shit done, or at least we try. Yeah, we tried with Osimhen, clearly. We tried with Olise, clearly. Yeah, with this guy, I haven't even seen us try, bro. All we did was chat man up. Yeah, get the number. Then after that, we'll just leave him man on blue, bro. That's all we did. That is literally all we did.
This how I feel listening to you, bro. This is what I feel right now.
That's it. You froze.
I feel like this. This is me revisiting everything you just said, all the receipts, all the talk all summer. This is the energy you're giving me right now. I'm not gonna lie, brother. You gotta give it up.
Yeah,
You're giving all these analogies about women and buying drinks and all that. The reality is, you bought a drink for a 4 or a 3, and someone came up and you had an 8 next to you that you didn't buy a drink to her, and now someone took her and left. That's what we're talking about. You bought the drink for the wrong girl. That is the issue that we're having right now. You went and you prioritize getting a backup winger on the left for Garnacho for 40 million, and you just, as you said, you love Xavi Simons on red. To me, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I defend Chelsea a lot when I feel like they deserve it. I can't defend you on this one. I look at this and I'm like, how can you prioritize a Garnacho signing where, bro, are we actually pretending that we actually rate this guy now? Like, I know Ches wants to run this whole, oh, my footballer, da-da-da-da-da. By the way, if you guys don't know, Ches has been doing that in the group chat. He keeps saying my baller now about Garnacho. Yet no one was rating him. You are missing out on Xavi Simons because you prioritized Garnacho, and now you don't have a proper number 10 to come in. Bro, listen, Bonanote, I don't know much about him. I just looked at his numbers. I don't really remember anything outstanding about him. He's 20 years old, so it's fine. I mean, it's a decent signing. It's probably going to be a blue coast signing. He's going to go to Strasbourg for 2-3 years and then join you guys. I just don't see the solution for the now. That is the issue that I have. Once again, you prioritize your money in a position that I don't think, number one, the player was good, and number two, wasn't in the right position. That money, in my opinion, could have went to a center back, could have went to a goalkeeper, but instead you chose to go for a backup. And that's where I'm looking at Chelsea summer, and I'm like, I like the Pedro move, I like the Delap move, but I kind of struggle after that.
Bro, hold on, Steffi, bro. Who did we lose on the left? You tell me. You educate us.
Well, Mudryk.
I know you lost Sancho. And what's his name? Mudryk, technically, because of the whole. Yeah,
so we've literally got no left side, bro. We literally have no left side.
Xavi Simons would have been an option there. Let's be honest. Like, I know he plays down the time, but you can play him on the left as well.
Mostly, listen, in this system, you're gonna get a winger, a touchline winger, or a direct winger first before you go and get Xavi to play on that side. Xavi can play on that side if needed, but we're not gonna sign Xavi to play left wing. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, but he did it.
He would have been a central option.
But okay, I get it. But in order to not get him, you still went and got Garnacho. I don't even rate that signing. Like, I know it's a signing, but let's not act like it's a good one, bro. I'm sorry, it's not a good signing. You know,
it's a good backup signing. It's a good backup signing.
It's not, brother. I'll be honest, bro. You know it's that. You know it. That signing, you know it has such a minimal ceiling.
We've spoken about him many times.
You guys spoke about him being a flip. That's what I heard all summer.
I'm not gonna
get him for 20 to 30 and flip him in a couple years for 80 mil.
It's a win-win.
That's what I kept hearing.
It's either Maresca improves him or he'll get moved on. That's what
you guys been talking to me like you're our real estate agents. Oh, look at his flip. Let's buy this house for 100 grand and we'll flip it to $500,000 in a couple months.
Haven't you seen we've broken the Premier record again this season, bro? We've broken our own record for sales again, bro. Within 2 years. Yeah.
But then you told me you're in the red zone. So which one is it? Did you break the record?
When we're telling you about flipping, when we're telling you about flipping, you need to listen and pay attention so you can learn. Yeah. That's what you need to do, blood.
Learn what?
No, you know what, guys? Like, this whole conversation has been funny about Chelsea. This is probably like the one piece of bad business Chelsea have done like all summer. So
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I am not happy with how this has turned out. I wanted Xavi Simons, and listen, I would have stomached a little Lopez as well. Like I said, I like Buonanotte, right? But I'm just looking at it optically, bro. This is not a good look. And on top of that, when you're looking at other players in the future as well, yeah, like you're like they promised Xavi, we're gonna come for you. We're gonna sell this guy and then we're gonna come and buy you. Yeah. So we basically just sold man a dream. So next time, where's the guarantee that you ain't gonna do that to someone else again? Yeah. I know football's a harsh game, but that's how I'm kind of looking at it, bro. I don't think we were serious. And that's why I specifically said you're at the bar, you've got all these other girls coming, you're talking to someone, and then you started to get distracted. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like we've been distracted with other shit. And we haven't been able to pattern that particular person. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? We got, obviously everyone's got different definitions. Some people agreed with Don, some agreed with me in this. But we all know, we could all agree what Don was saying there about the optics and potentially Chelsea making the wrong move this summer. But we've got some super chats about that. Then we can move on to another subject. We've got Ronan here says, buy Brighton and change you double for. I charge you double for Belieber. Listen, go away, man. Go away. Having Xavi wasn't hijacked. We never made a bid. Wait, I think we read this one already. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We read that one. We got some chat here said, I think Chelsea might have backed out of Xavi Simons because Paez, Quenda, Payev is that I've heard that. Like, yeah.
Don't give me this bullshit, man. I don't want to hear this, man. Man, I'm just saying, because we got Quenda, we got Paez and that, bro. Why the fuck were we interested in the first place then? Why did we push it in the first place? Why? We've known we've got these players. Don't give me that, man. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, and then they also mentioned the same reason why I backed out Magnans because of Penders. Penders does look good though.
Yeah. That I agree with. I don't think we're looking to really, go and cash out on a goalkeeper like a Donnarumma right now when we actually want to bring Penders. You see how good he was the other day, right?
Yeah, I've seen bits, man. It looks good. Hopefully we get Lamens. Hopefully we get Lamens and we can have the whole Belgian keeper battle between us guys.
Cool. Mate, I'm telling you, Penders' passing is unbelievable, bro. For a goalkeeper, it's mad.
But can he save the ball? That is the main thing.
Yes. There's that too.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm saying, Ronnie here,